Step into the dark with 10 spine-chilling hidden horror movies you can stream right now. From pulse-pounding scares to twisted tales of terror, these chilling pics will crawl into your mind and stay there. Number 10, The Woods.
Have you heard or seen strange things happen at this school? You shouldn't go into the woods. It's not safe.
In 1965, troubled teenager Heather is banished to the isolated Fallburn Academy, a cold, all-girls boarding school buried deep within a forest that seems to breathe. From the start, something feels wrong. Students whisper secrets, teachers hide more than lessons, and the woods whisper her name at night. As classmates begin to vanish and nightmares bleed into waking life, Heather discovers the school's twisted roots are entangled in witchcraft, sacrifice, and something ancient growing beneath the trees. Directed by Lucky McKee, this eerie, slow burn wraps classic supernatural horror in a fog of mystery and tension, where the forest doesn't just surround the school, it owns it. Number 9, the town that dreaded sundown.
He could have killed me, he didn't.
He chose that girl to be his messenger.
Decades after a killer known as the Phantom terrorized Texarkana, the town gathers for a Halloween screening of the film based on those real-life murders, only for the nightmare to begin again. A masked figure strikes without warning, copying the original slayings with chilling precision and vanishing just as quickly into the dark. When Jamie, a quiet high school student, survives an attack, she's thrust into a horrifying investigation where truth and legend blur. As she digs deeper, she discovers the town's past isn't dead, it's waiting. With paranoia rising and bodies dropping, the line between film and reality dissolves into a blood-soaked mystery. Directed by Alfonso Gomez, this eerie slasher revival twists its own history into something new, something hungry. Number 8, Paranormal Activity: Next of Kin. Margot, a young woman desperate to uncover the truth about her birth mother, travels with a documentary crew to a remote Amish-style community deep in the frozen countryside. Welcomed with strange smiles and unsettling silence, they begin filming. But something ancient is buried beneath the snow-covered stillness. As night falls, cryptic symbols, secret rituals, and disturbing footage reveal a dark force woven into the land itself. The line between curiosity and survival blurs as Margot realizes she wasn't brought here to find answers. She was brought here for something else entirely. Directed by William Eubank, this found footage reboot breathes icy terror into the franchise, trading suburban hauntings for rural horror where escape is not just unlikely, it's unwanted. Number 7, You Should Have Left.
What is this place?
There was a different house before that one.
What sort of house?
Looking for peace and a fresh start, Theo, his actress wife Susanna, and their young daughter escape to a sleek modern home nestled in the quiet hills of Wales. But the house is wrong. Its shadows move, hallways stretch, and time bends in impossible directions. Theo's troubled past seeps into the walls, echoing through every distorted corner until the family's dream retreat becomes a waking nightmare. As paranoia mounts and reality frays, Theo realizes the house isn't just watching, it's judging. Whispers in the dark become louder, and the line between guilt and punishment vanishes with the light. Directed by David Kuip, this slow-burning psychological horror traps its characters in a maze of mirrors, memory, and regret. Number 6, Stephanie.
Run!
In a quiet suburban home surrounded by a world gone silent, a young girl named Stephanie lives alone. Her only companions are snacks, drawings, and a stuffed turtle. No one knows why her parents vanished or why something unseen knocks at her windows at night. But when her mother and father suddenly return, the reunion is far from comforting. There's something wrong with Stephanie, something terrifying. As the truth behind her powers unfolds, the real horror isn't what's outside the house. It's what's growing inside. Strange visions, whispered voices, and unexplained deaths spiral into a chilling fight for survival. Directed by Akiva Goldsman, this haunting slow burn blends supernatural fear with emotional devastation, trapping you in a child's mind where innocence and evil are indistinguishable. Number 5, Possessed. When her younger sister vanishes without a trace, Hee-jin returns home to a grim apartment complex where secrets cling to every wall. Her deeply religious mother insists that prayer will bring So-jin back, but something unnatural is already seeping through the cracks. As a jaded detective connects the case to a string of chilling suicides, Hee-jin begins to suspect her sister's disappearance is tied to something far more sinister than simple faith or madness. Strange symbols, whispered chants, and a growing sense of unease point to a spiritual force that refuses to stay buried. Directed by Lee Yong-ju, this South Korean supernatural mystery uncoils slowly, wrapping dread around grief, guilt, and the dangers of blind belief. Number 4. Soft and Quiet. On a quiet afternoon in a sleepy town, elementary school teacher Emily hosts a casual gathering of like-minded women in a church basement. What starts with pleasantries and homemade pie quickly twists into something sinister. An ideology masked by manners, and a plan spiraling far beyond control. When a chance encounter reignites an old grudge, the group's polite facade crumbles, unleashing a night of escalating violence, vengeance, and pure human horror. Filmed in a single continuous take, every second feels suffocating, every smile laced with venom. The terror here isn't supernatural. It's disturbingly real. This real-time psychological descent shatters the illusion of civility, exposing the venom that hides behind soft voices and suburban smiles. Number 3. The Keeping Hours.
Mommy, I knew you'd come.
You can't touch him.
How is this possible?
Years after the tragic death of their young son, former couple Mark and Elizabeth are brought back together by something they can't explain. In the quiet halls of their once shared home, the ghost of their child returns, not to scare, but to heal. As they navigate the haunting, memories resurface, wounds reopen, and a path to forgiveness begins to take shape. The house becomes a liminal space between grief and grace, where the supernatural isn't malicious, it's merciful. But peace comes at a cost, and not all spirits are ready to say goodbye. This melancholic ghost story blends heartbreak with hope, trading screams for sobs in a tale where the true horror lies in letting go. Number 2. The Hunt.
Is there anything else I can help?
12 strangers wake up in the middle of nowhere. No memory, no answers, just weapons and a single terrifying truth. They're being hunted for sport. As bodies drop and chaos reigns, one woman named Crystal emerges from the carnage with a cold resolve and deadly instincts. What begins as a twisted game orchestrated by the elite spirals into a savage battle of wit and survival, where nothing is what it seems. The hunters aren't prepared for a prey who refuses to play along. With brutal kills, razor-wire satire, and relentless pacing, the line between predator and victim snaps. Directed by Craig Zobel, this explosive horror thriller tears into social divides with a serrated edge, hiding real-world horror behind every bush and booby trap. Number 1. Braindead.
Therapy will help you relax.
Help me. I'm not dead yet.
In a quiet New Zealand suburb, Lionel Cosgrove lives under the suffocating grip of his overbearing mother until she's bitten by a Sumatran rat monkey and slowly transforms into something monstrous. As her infection spreads, the house becomes a slaughterhouse of twitching limbs, oozing flesh, and undead mayhem. Desperate to contain the outbreak, Lionel descends into a bloody war against a growing horde, armed with garden tools and raw determination. What begins as a twisted family drama erupts into one of the goriest, most chaotic spectacles in horror history. No one is safe. Nothing is sacred. Directed by Peter Jackson, this splatter-fueled cult classic explodes with practical effects, manic energy, and a darkly comic heart that beats beneath the bloodshed. Here are 4 other movies you have to see. Sinister 2. After escaping an abusive husband, Courtney Collins hides with her twin sons in a secluded farmhouse, unaware it was once the site of unspeakable evil. Her boys soon become drawn to eerie home videos depicting gruesome family murders, each linked to a demonic entity named Bughuul. As the supernatural presence grows stronger, one of the twins begins to change, haunted by ghostly children who want him to join their ranks. Jezebel.
There's a presence in the house with you.
Jezebel returns to her childhood home in Louisiana after a devastating accident leaves her wheelchair-bound. There, she finds mysterious videotapes from her late mother predicting a dark fate and an unwanted spirit lingering nearby. As she delves deeper into her family's secrets, she uncovers a history of betrayal, voodoo, and identity long buried beneath the bayou. Something is waiting for her in that house, and it wants her to stay forever. Incarnate.
Oh my God.
Dr. Seth Ember can enter the minds of the possessed and confront demons in their own realm, but he's haunted by a tragedy linked to the very evil he fights. When a young boy falls under the control of a powerful entity, Ember is called in for one final mission. Inside the child's subconscious, he finds a malevolent force unlike any he's faced before, one that knows him personally. Union Furnace.
All these folks here, bet on you. Your business is winning.
Cody Roy, a struggling car thief in a dead-end town, is approached by a masked stranger offering a way out through a mysterious high-stakes game. Drawn into a hidden world, Cody joins 7 others in a series of twisted contests where survival is the ultimate prize. Each challenge reveals the desperation of the players and the cruelty of those watching behind elaborate masks.